college football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bears will kick it away first. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Tyson. There's the pressure. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Levin. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Moss. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something that you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Wants to fire on second down. Uncorks it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Hands it off. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if...
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I love love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air, it's Robertson. Throws for the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Fires to the middle. It's caught. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They've got the screen set up. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Baylor!
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just taking the knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Levitt. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 or 4, and we are not going to complain.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Pulls it in, it's McClain. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. No Cam Scatterboo this season, guys. He was the definition of all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Levitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it. Showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They run the reverse. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. These guys got knocked around in Big 12 play last year. That has been a motivating force during the offseason.
Yeah, and you hope it's a motivating force. You hope they were talking about it. You hope it matters to your team that last year was a very big disappointment. With expectations for this squad to end up like they did, a lot of time to stew on it. The whole offseason, Palmer, you better be irritated, and they better come out with some momentum to start Big 12 play.
I think what was so frustrating about this this team last year was that on paper, they looked like a team that could compete for the Big 12 championship, but it just didn't show up each and every week. This year, again,
he makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bears!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Power football with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Tyson. Makes a man miss. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first.
Touchdown, Arizona State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
As This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room, and couldn't find much on that return. This drive will open from the 15. They'll try the run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Washington. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Makes the catch. It's Wilson. All out of space. Tripped up for the tackle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Baylor!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Tyson. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry? Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more snap coming before halftime. Trying play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Caught in the backfield. It's Tyson. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking for a man, it's Levin. Moving away from pressure. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback.
Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Wants to go up top. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels.
It's a running room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Back to throw, it's Robertson. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Man, what a play by the defense. Right up the middle, getting the tackle for loss and getting penetration. You've got this offensive coordinator right now. He is digging into his playbook. He's just trying to find a way to get this running back going, and they just can't find that. Is it outside the tackle box? Is it between the tackles? How do you do it? That's the question, and it's frustrating for this play caller because of how well the defense is done.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Oh, and the ball's out on the return. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You got to give these gunners a lot of credit on this punt coverage unit. They did a great job on the perimeter, beating the double team and then using their speed to get down to the ball carrier. And then how about creating the takeaway, creating the turnover? Doesn't get better than that.
Off play action on first down. Fires downfield. Got his man. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Got the first down and more. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line in the running game, making its presence felt. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And this D needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Robertson. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Prentice. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Quickly complete. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Lost to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He makes a catch. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Levitt. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Complete to the left. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down. On
4th down, they'll pass for it. Finds a tight end down the gut. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ear.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Going for it all. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Robertson. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Bears send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. I think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going up top. Oh, he had it, The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd down, you're not quite in panic mode yet on offense, but the sense of urgency is really ratcheting up because you're down 2 possessions, not a lot of time left on the clock. You have got to find your best playmaker right here on 4th down. This could be the game. This is a play you absolutely have to make.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save.
Ernie on the Jets. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they'll take a knee. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation play. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Arizona State.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And here we go, final play of the game right here. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, They love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.